Hey folks, Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you. I got the right shirt, listen to the right jams, so it's definitely time to talk about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. This film was released in theaters, screenings, in August. It got a limited theatrical release last month for the Halloween season. It's finally available for everyone to see on Netflix, officially yesterday. Of course, directed by Guillermo del Toro, based on Mary Shelley's novel Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus, which is, if you haven't had a chance, if you're a reader, you should read Frankenstein. Okay, movie stars Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, Christoph Waltz, Maya Goth, and it's not really faithful, is it? Outside of Victor Frankenstein creates a monster made out of, sewn together from the corpses of dead men, and then abandons it, leading it to hunt him down and put the two of them in a, we're both gonna die battle in the icy realm. Other than that, there's not really faithful. The characters of Elizabeth, William, and Henry are all completely different characters than they are from the book. But to be fair, this isn't the first time Hollywood has done this. There's always something. There's always a gadget. Okay, let me talk about what I liked and did not like about the movie. Because I am going to give the film 4 stars unless I talk myself down while shooting this video. Because I enjoyed it very, very much. My biggest problem with the movie, I didn't quite so much the changes, but I felt that, I don't want to give you spoilers, but there's an event towards the third act that kind of both kills the movie dead in the water for me, where at the same time then kind of starts this speed run to hurry up and get us to the end, because I guess they realize they're over 2 hours in this thing, let's just hurry up and wrap it up. And I think that hurt the movie. They had a 3-hour movie here, and I think they should have fleshed it out a little bit more, let it breathe, and let the monster go on a tirade. We never get that in this movie. In fact, that is a problem with the film too. The monster is very, very softened. This is a Nerf monster. The look, beautiful. Loved it. From the coat to the hair to the way his skin looks, slightly different colors on various patches, purplish and almost like they cut it right before he started to freeze or rot. I really liked the look of the monster. I enjoyed Jacob Elordi's performance quite a bit, but intentionally doing away with the monster's crimes. Because there's no vengeance, there's no rage. I think it really kind of neutered the monster a bit. He's badass when he is fighting. He's always defending himself, though. And there's none of the just, I don't care. I'm going to do anything it takes to hurt you, Victor. And that's what I really wanted to see out of this story. Because Victor is great. Oscar Isaac goes for it, and it's one of the best portrayals of Victor Frankenstein ever. He's very, very good in this. His comic timing is a great scene where William and Elizabeth have arrived at the castle, and he's you would think it burst open the door, big manic. Oh, let me show you what I got. Show you what I've done. It's really a great bit. And it's just his madness, and this constant sense of chaos. He is just pure chaos. And there's this weird thing all throughout the movie where he's always drinking milk. I don't know that. I don't know if that was just a Guillermoism, probably, but that I thought that was quirky. Okay, so what I didn't like about the movie, various things. I am convinced the costume designer for this movie hated Maya Goth because monster looks great, The Frankenstein's costumes are fine. Christoph Waltz costumes are a bit gaudy. But Maya Goth is one billowy, but at the same time kind of unfitting dress after the other. Like, her clothes don't look like they fit her. Like, it's like it's too big, even for the Victorian style times. And to me, the final giveaway was obviously, my theory is that the costume designer just didn't like her, was her wedding dress. How do you get an ugly wedding dress? I mean, goddamn sluts. Strippers in Las Vegas get better wedding dresses than what they gave this poor woman. The photography was an issue for me, too. It was a bit too glossy for my liking. And I'm just to the point where I think J.J. Abrams may have ruined lens flares forever. It's just overdone in every movie he does. Every shot has a lens flare, and most of them are CG because he just says, "There's not been a flare yet. Give me a fucking flare." So here's a lens flare. The score, loved Alexander Desplat's score for this. I like the art directions, the reds and the greens, the blues are all so piercing and bright and colorful, and I loved it. It looked like a comic book. Really good stuff. The gore was nice and gory, goddamn gore. In fact, my favorite scene of this entire film is the bit of Victor chopping up the bodies, collecting his parts. he's having trouble with his foot, so you just start seeing him try to twist it off. That was great Hammer stuff like that. And speaking of Hammer, there's a nice little Hammer Easter egg in here. When some hunters come across the monster and shoot him in the eye, he kind of grabs his eye and stumbles forward a little bit. That is right out of Curse of Frankenstein, man. As far as other Easter eggs, I definitely noticed at the farmhouse, on the arch above the front door, little head figures that are Boris. And, because I don't want to give spoilers, but because I don't want to tell you what they changed. You know the story of Frankenstein. And of course you do, because there's been so many versions of this. One of the earliest films ever made was an adaptation of Frankenstein. There's been Karloff. There's been the Hammers. There was the Mary Shelley's movie. Kenneth Branagh's Mary Shelley Frankenstein with Robert De Niro and Kenneth Branagh. There's been so many Frankensteins. There's been Frankenweenie. There's been Frankenhooker. Poor Things was Frankenstein. Reanimator is Frankenstein. Hell, Ex Machina is Frankenstein, so this isn't even the first time Oscar Isaac has played the Doctor. Now, this isn't the Frankenstein movie I would have made either. I always would have liked to have seen a bit of a hybrid between the book, because I do like the whole telling the story to the captain. The concept of just utter isolation. If the monster doesn't get you, the fucking cold is going to. I always love that setting. And, but I would have liked, I love the Universal stuff. Igor, Patoris, The Bride, want it all. But I don't think if he would have stuck to, I don't want to sit here and say if he would have just done the book verbatim, it would have been any better. But then again, that kind of would have covered up most of this film's problems. I do like the movie. It's a very, very fun movie. It's a very entertaining film, but it has some strong weaknesses. The entire first act is completely pulled out of Guillermo's ass. There's this whole syphilis thing that comes out of nowhere and is instantly forgotten about. Don't worry about it. It was almost like it was just in there, says, because somebody wanted to have a speech about syphilis. Like I said, 4 stars. Fun movie. But I feel it kind of falls apart at the end. And outside of the monster and the doctor, all of the other characters in the film are very weakly written. And the monster is, nerfed down. Which is interesting. You don't have to change the monster. You don't have to make him an innocent to keep Victor evil. Everything Victor does in the book, horrible, is still here. But none of the monsters evil. The monster murders a 9-year-old boy. He virtually rips a woman's head off, and he only does these things because he knows it'll hurt Victor. Like I said, I wanted that. That's an essential part of the story, and it's not here. I won't give it 3.5 stars. I stayed at the 4 stars. But that's how I feel about this movie. Lavish, beautiful, well acted, and sloppy. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.